Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the All About Favorite channel. I am your host, Pastor KZ. All this week, I'm wearing my new gear that I was sent. What do y'all think? I'm starting it off with one of my subscribers from Miami, Florida. The Miami Dolphins. This is their new t-shirt, y'all. Thank you so much, Miami subscriber. Y'all, don't forget, comment, like, and share at the end of the video. And to subscribe, those of you who have yet to subscribe, and hit the notification bell, all my current subscribers. Thank you so very much. This week's topic, self-love. Let's get right into it, everybody. You know, we want to start this week off talking about how you begin to love yourself. Y'all, sometimes we forget just how important self-love really is. And if you don't practice it, oh my goodness, you're just in for a whole lot of ups and downs and roller coasters. You must practice self-love every single day. You've got to make sure that you incorporate positive affirmations in your life. I cannot stress that enough. Positive affirmations. You got to speak over yourself, speak into yourself, and just speak through some of those negative situations you go through. You know, be careful of the negative energy that you're putting out, and also the negative energy that you're bringing in or you're surrounding yourself with. Y'all, I can't stress enough. Energy is very important, especially if it's a lot of negative energy and negative and low vibration people in your circle or activities that you're doing. You have got to be very, very careful. And I want to say this. When you make positive affirmations a part of your daily routine, you will begin to see some changes. Along with your daily meditation, your prayer time, you know, just time you want to get by yourself and do some me time activities. Please remember, positive affirmations is also a component or a tool that you can use as well. You know what? I'm going to say this. You got to fall back in love with yourself. You know, it starts with giving yourself permission to feel good about yourself. You have to give yourself permission, y'all, to feel good about you. And when you begin to feel good about you, you really don't have to have validation from other people. You don't have to have other people, you know, rah-rahing you and just constantly patting you on the back and speaking positive and giving you compliments. You've got to start with doing these things for yourself. If you don't do these things for yourself and you're not demonstrating that you love on you, how in the world can you expect to get it from other people? And let me also say this. Some of you have indicated via your emails that you're having difficulties in relationship situations and sustaining relationships. Are you burning out real quick and you got buyer's remorse, you got regrets, all of these different things, trust issues, all of this is probably self-love issues as well. Self-love issues as well. Sometimes, y'all, it starts with you. Sometimes it's not the other people that you're pointing fingers at. So you got to remember that. You got to learn how to treat yourself well. You've got to understand that it's okay to be you, but love you. Y'all feel me on that? You got to change your mindset, the way you think. And you have got to neutralize negative thinking. You've got to bring that and reel that in. Neutralize the negative self-talk, the negative things, incorrect things that you've been thinking about yourself. If you're always finding fault with yourself and you don't like looking, I heard someone say the other day, I don't even have mirrors in my house. And I'm like, huh? What? And they're like, because I can't stand to look at myself and what I've become. Y'all, that's a sad commentary. Very sad commentary that you don't like yourself enough to even look at yourself. Now, I also want to share this with you. You've got to start seeing the blessings in things. Even in bad things that happen, practice being in a state of gratitude. You've got to learn how to be grateful for the small things. Thank the Most High whoever you choose to call your higher power, start walking in a state of gratitude of, you know what, I'm thankful for where I am right now. I am created, different. I am created to be a beautiful being of the Most High. I'm different. And it's okay, y'all, to be a little bit different. It's okay, y'all, so to have some fun. Some of you walk around and you're always serious. You never smile. You don't even know how to have fun. Just relax and chill sometimes. Some of you walking around, you're so tensed up and stressed out. Relax. All right, now, let me share this with you. The energy that you give off and the positivity that you're going to be doing and loving yourself, watch what type of people are drawn to you. Watch what type of people will cross your path just by the way that you carry yourself. Just changing your mindset, y'all. Renewing of the mind. I love that scripture in the word where it says renew your mind. Sometime you've got to change the way you think. You've got to renew some of those thoughts that you've been having. Now, here's something very important while you're on your way to self-love. Never, ever, ever lose yourself in another person. Never lose yourself in a relationship. And I know we've been talking about relationships a lot, and this is very important. Some of you get involved with people and you make that person your all, and it's very easy when you don't love yourself to get involved with a narcissist or a person who is egotistical or an abuser. It's very easy because you don't love yourself enough to think you're worth it. You don't love yourself enough to believe that you deserve better. And you know what, y'all? When I speak of abuse, I'm not just talking about of the physical nature. Do you know how many people fall in the trap of getting involved with people who are emotional abusers, gaslighters, people who your self-esteem is already low, and they just keep mashing you down and down into the fact that you really believe you're that person. You're not worthy of anything better. You're lucky to have them. That's got to stop. Got to change. Now, when you don't know how to love yourself or feel like you're worthy of good things, sometimes you will settle for something less. You got to stay true to yourself. You got to stop lying to yourself. And it's okay to admit, you know what? Maybe I don't love on myself the way I should. Maybe I have been allowing people to come into my personal space and in my circle who really I deserve better. Now, be okay with passing on a relationship. I can't say that enough. Let me say that again. Be okay to take a pass on some people. You don't have to get yourself involved with them. And when people have little to no ambition, no motivation, don't take initiative, if you are getting yourself involved with these type of people and you're already not loving on yourself, what you got is a big mess. Low energy mess. If you have to do everything in the relationship, that's not good either, because then it's out of balance. That's not a relationship, y'all. That becomes, I don't know, that's an employment situation if you ask me. You've got to be careful when you're not loving yourself that you don't take on other people's extra stuff. Now, I will say this, when I say it's all right to pass on some people, be okay with waiting for what you want. Don't be desperate. You don't have to just settle for anything. And it's good when you can learn to love yourself. And loving yourself means learning to accept your flaws, learning to accept your shortcomings. But you know what? Also, forgive yourself for any past mistakes. Some people you run across love to remind you of your mistakes. Be okay with accepting your part of the story. Self-love is a part of your self-care. I've said this on previous videos. Self-care is the best care. And self-love is part of taking care of yourself. You have to make it a priority. And sometimes that means taking a break or having some time to yourself. You need that time to yourself to recharge, to get a reset. Sometimes just a few hours or a weekend getaway will help you. Find a place where you really enjoy going. Like for me, I love being in the outdoors. I just love being with nature. I love going to the water. Find something that you enjoy doing. I love being outside working in my garden. You've got to find something that brings you peace and something that you enjoy doing. Some of you, you have forgotten what it feels like to just be free and do some things you want to do. Why do you say that, Pastor Casey? Because some of you, you're in relationships where it's go, go, go. It's nonstop. Everything is from 0 to 100. You know, from the minute you wake up in the morning, you hit the ground running with trying to take care of the children, packing lunches, getting backpacks ready, reviewing homework real quick that you didn't have time to go through last night because you was doing laundry. You're just multitasking and you have forgotten to take care of yourself. Some of you are walking around with high blood pressure diagnoses, diabetes diagnoses, you know, all type of stress related things, clinical depression. But a lot of that stems from just you not taking good care of yourself. That's the bottom line. And if you will begin to reel that in and bring your life into more balance and begin to love yourself enough to say, you know what, I've got to slow down. You've got to do that. If you don't do that, you're going to burn out very, very fast. So weekend getaways are just a couple of hours to yourself. These things are therapeutic, and you need to start filling your time and filling your home with things of beauty, things that relax you, not something that stresses you out. You know, I read a psychological report that states even the colors that you decorate in your home, you know, they were saying like real loud colors like fuchsias and stuff, it just keeps you tense and stressed. Or if you have all of your rooms in the house painted black and you got just dark furniture, it just brings on a dark energy. So that's why a lot of lighter colors are suggested. So decorate your home or even go into your house in separate rooms and begin to throw some things out, change some things around. You will be surprised at something as simple. One of my subscribers had written back and forth to me, and I gave her a suggestion because she was saying, well, Pastor KZ, I'm having trouble sleeping. I'm stressed out. I just sit up for hours at a time. And I said, you know what? I'm going to give you an assignment. I want you to go into your bedroom, you and your husband, and I want you all to change the bedroom around, move the furniture around. Wherever your bed is, move it to another area, change things around. And do you know, her and her husband said to me, Pastor KZ, that worked wonders, because it's like now we're resting. We move the bed over near a window and it's just brighter in there, and we changed the colors of our drapery, and we even put a coat of off-white, eggshell white paint on the wall because we had this weird blue in there. So simple things will help you. You've got to learn also, give yourself permission to say, I don't want to do anything today. I'm just going to do what I want to do. That's okay. Also, here is a key. Give yourself permission to say no. One little word, 2 letters. It's all right, y'all, to say no. Learn how to love yourself. That way it will help you love other people. So it starts with you. And let me say this. Have you ever met people with low self-esteem? Have you ever met people like that? And when you meet people like that you can look in their appearance, their conversation, you kind of sometimes avoid those people. Think about yourself when you're being that way and people want to avoid you. Starts with you. It's okay for you to say no. You do not have to play the victim all the time. Nobody really is interested in hearing your problems all day long. It's okay to say some positive things. And you know what? Out of that, you will start loving yourself. You will begin to accept yourself. And you know what? Healing will begin when you learn how to love yourself, when you learn how to say out loud and start dealing with issues of your childhood. When you learn to start doing those things and tackle those difficult situations, healing will begin. Healing is a part of self-care and self-love. You know what? We've got to start decreasing our stress. We've got to decrease all of this ruminating about the past. Some things, y'all, you just got to let go. But in order to let some things go, you still got to address it. Get focused, y'all. Find some balance and love yourself. We're going to be talking about self-love all this week. I have a new piece of eyewear. Here it is. Cat eye, and it's an animal print. What say you? Drop it in the comment section on a scale of 1 to 5. I'm trying to get it narrowed down. I got about 10 to 15 more pair that I've got to decide on. And I've got to decide on it by the end of this month, so y'all help me out here. What do you say? It's all plastic frame, the smaller cat eye. Tell me what you think. I hope you enjoyed the show today, and please start learning to love yourself. It's okay to say no and start pouring into yourself. You know what? No matter how bad things appear, it's always a reason, and there's light at the end of the tunnel. You just got to walk by faith and not by what you see. Sometimes the Most High God is working behind the scenes, and he's turning that thing around, and you can't even see it happening. Start walking in loving yourself. Have a wonderful Monday. I will see you back tomorrow. Self-love.